Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Candy Show. I'm your host, Candy. We are here live. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I just want to go straight on into it. I want you to welcome my guest today, which is award-winning R&B singer, entertainer, author, Norwood Young.
Hey, Candy, how are you?
I'm fine. Norwood, tell everyone where you're coming from so they know.
Oh my gosh, I have to apologize. I am in Bangkok, Thailand, where I've lived here for 6 years, and I just got off the stage at let me see, quarter to two in the morning. I have not worked this late in my life, so I am dying. First of all, but I had to do this interview. I had to do it. So believe it or not, I'm in the middle. You see that light hit my face? I'm in the doggone parking lot because I had to do this interview.
Well, I thank you so much for your time. We're not going to keep you so long. So I just
Okay.
want to go into right now. We have one thing we want to talk about first and foremost. You have a song called Rainy Days out.
Yes. Yes, Rainy Day. It's my new love song to myself. I love it. It's a sad song, but I love this song.
Okay, tell everyone where they can actually find it at.
Okay, you can find it on all digital platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, any digital platform is there. It's there.
Okay. Tell
Yes.
me a little bit about your performance. You said you just got off stage. Give us a little bit of background of Norwood Young.
Yes, yes. I have a residency here at Bangkok on Saturday nights, and actually, by popular demand, I'm doing two clubs that are owned by the same owner. So I get off the stage at 11 o'clock there, and then I'm here by midnight. Don't ask me why I said I would do that crap. But baby, let me tell you, in this 3 months is up, I'm out. It's crazy. I'm in the middle of the damn parking lot in Bangkok like a nut. I had to do this for you though. Yeah.
Well, I thank you so much. I know for those who are watching or going to be watching a little later on, it is very loud back there. So we're going to make sure that we can scream as loud as we can so you can hear me. And
Yes.
then
Oh my
I want
gosh. And listen, now I want to tell your viewers, if you see me doing like this, I'm here, but I'm trying to listen. Oh my
that,
God, what we doing show business. So
that's
when you see me
okay.
do this, I'm listening.
All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Get on into it. Rainy Day. You just said it's a little bit of a sad song, but I it's a beautiful song to me.
Thank you. Yes, like I said, it's a beautiful tool, but it's about love lost. It's about a man not stepping to the plate and losing the love of his life. So for men will definitely relate to losing the one that got away. So that's what this is about. Rainy day is actually it's a rainy day because my baby says she don't love me. So yeah, it's sad. I can't even lie. It's sad, and I guess it's sad because every time I sing it, my head takes me back to how I lost it. So yeah, I'm bitter. I'm still a little bitter, but I wrote about it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I'm tell you what, I'm midway through the book, which we're talking about your book, Getting Back to My Me. I'm halfway through it, but it's a book that I can't put down. And you
Wow,
wrote this
thank you.
how long ago?
I wrote this almost 10 years ago now. In fact, I'm writing my new book about that's called Getting Back to My Me. The good news is I found my me, and I left America. And yeah, that book was a definite was a definite. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. It was a love letter to my younger self. And if you're halfway through it, then you know about all the horrible stuff that I went through. I don't want to give it away, but horrible stuff that led to uh, abuse of many different types. So for me, I needed to actually do that. I had to get it off my chest. I had to hold the persons responsible who had a lot to do with that stuff that went on. But the good news is that I couldn't have made a better decision to move here. So I'll be writing the upside to that. But getting back to my movie, as you know, have you gotten to any of the juicy, dirty Hollywood stuff yet? The celebs in there?
I'm past the chapter where you talk about your animals, so I'm past that.
Okay, the ad. Okay, well, see, in the book, because I'm not really messy like that, and I don't want to mess up people's lives. So in the book, I changed some of the names. But if you're real smart and if you dig real deep, you can figure you can figure it out.
I'm telling you what, like I said before, it's one of the books where you can't just read one page. You have to continue going along. And for me, it wasn't just about your journey, but it was also how you were able to come out of it. And you are here today to tell your truth.
Yes, and that is what's the most important, and I guess the most feedback that I've gotten back because it's called getting back to my me. A lot of people have written to me, DM'd me about themselves losing their me, and your me is basically whatever you're passionate about, whatever you feel were put on the earth to do, or even if you're still finding your me, when you let life destroy it and take your happiness and take your joy. So you have to tap back into living your best life. And sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's going to be family. But if they are not uplifting you and helping you achieve what your goals are, then you got to cut them off. You gotta, you know, hard but it's fair, nappy but it's hair.
That is so funny. I have to tell you, when I started doing my research and getting back to my me, that is something that everybody can relate to. I know I can relate to it. I'm doing that right now because you just said life,
Yes,
lives, and it's like you
yes,
lose yourself in those moments, and then you realize I'm not doing the things, or I'm not the person that I used to be.
right, right. Well, actually, I know the single is Rainy Day. But my favorite song and most important song is also called Getting Back to My Me. And have you heard this song yet, Candy?
Yes, I have. Yes, I
Yeah,
have.
if you can listen to it and not cry through it, then you're a champ. Because what it does is it the emotions are relative to most people or to a lot of people. Because life does what it does. Life be life. And then you look up and 30 years later, you've lost your me. So this is like to encourage people because the line says, I'm a work in progress to be the best and no less. I'm a work in progress to be the best and no less. I'm not yet where I want to be, but by the grace of God, I'm getting back to my me. So yeah. Get back to don't ever it's hard when you're growing up, to know what your me is. But once you found it, you got that window between I'd say 15 and 25 to figure out your me. But what happens is when life starts lifing at about 2021, by the time you get to 25, you're like, oh my God, I lost my me. And then you start living a life to just survive miserably, over drinking, overeating, overspending, drugs, so it's a lot. So don't lose your me.
I totally agree with it. I totally agree with you. And again,
Yeah.
by the grace of God, that is one of the reasons why you are here, because you have said so many times that you were an example. You are an example. Your story, you want to make sure that you tell, not only is it therapeutic for you, but it's also going to be therapeutic and helpful to others.
Yes. Yes. Well, here's the deal. I didn't seek when I was going through that. Therapy was me and God, and not because of the black stereotype. We don't do therapists. Is my career masked allowed me to mask all of my pain. You see, it allowed me to act as though I weren't there. I had a lot of money. I was doing my thing, so I kind of masked it until I had a mental breakdown. But I even masked that. I sniffed a lot of cocaine. But what I was doing was masking. I did a lot of stuff, but I was masking. So finally, when I broke that, I said, well, I better talk to somebody. And when I did, oh my gosh. But what I learned from that experience, though, is that I was in an environment where I was being known for everything but my mate. I was being known for my money and my wardrobe and my cars to a point where, and my parties, when I would do interviews, everybody was more interested in the stuff that wasn't my me and not my music. So when I realized that if I did not sing, I might as well jump off a bridge. I had to leave a country, leave America, and go someplace where nobody knew me at all. From it, unless they Google me, they don't know crap about Norwood Young except that he's a great entertainer, and that's all I wanted, and that's all they know. So I am happier than I've ever been in my entire life.
Praise God for that. Let me tell you, your voice, I love it. I love your voice. Oh my gosh. I'm
Thank
like,
you, Candy.
I can't stop listening to you because it's just so infectious.
Thank you, Candy. Thank you very much. Yeah, I tell my audiences all the time, singers are a dime a dozen. You know what I mean, and especially in America. So for me, it's not about how it is about how it sounds, but for me, it's more important at how it makes you feel. You see, and I think that the problem with most R&B today, and who said this too? I forget who said it, but I'm piggybacking. Is that most of the R&B singers today never went to church, so you got that. Most R&B singers never went to church, so they're hitting the notes and they're doing the grunts and the feels. But there's a difference between feeling something because it's relative. When you know who God is, or when you know that someone or something or some spirit has brought you through to where you are now, and you can relate to that, you put it in music. But when you don't have that thing, that real thing, it's just okay, you know. But when, for instance, when Kelly Price sings stuff, or when Fantasia sings stuff, or Lettucey sings stuff, or what's her name, the new girl, Samantha, jazz singer, what's her name?
I'm not
Samantha
familiar.
Joy. Yeah, you
Okay.
do. Yeah, just amazing. Even like the Luthers and those people all had church. They all had something that knew how to hit you in your gut. And what's going on now is not. It sounds okay, but it's not making you feel anything.
That's it right there. Speaking of feeling, and you just mentioned his name, Rainy Day is a tribute to Luther,
So
correct?
yeah, yes, yes. And the reason that it is because when I first wrote it, I was doing jingles. I was singing jingles for cars and beer. So I was doing radio jingles. And Luther and I had the same producer, and although at that time we had never met. Years later, we became friends. But at the time, our music, the jingle producer said, "Oh my God, that song, Rainy Day." She heard the demo. She said, "Oh my God, I want to give it to Luther." Now the issue was, although Luther hit and hit big, and I wish I would have gave it to him. Um, she wanted to give Luther my song. I'm like, oh no, because I thought the way back then that was gonna be my breakout song. I ain't giving it to this never too much nigga singing nigga. So I didn't give it to him. But after he passed, and my sentiment just became different, and it was my way of paying homage to him. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that's my little Luther story. He wanted my song, I wouldn't give it, but because of royalties today, I kick myself every doggone time I can.
Well, we don't want you to kick yourself too much, but
Okay.
let me ask you this. This is so in the time where a lot of our younger R&B artists that are coming up, it seems like, let's say, October London, with him coming out with the Marvin Gaye sound. Tell me, how do you feel about that with your voice the way it is, where you have those similarities? Do you
Well, go
encourage
ahead. I'm
that? Do
sorry.
you feel like yeah, not a problem. Do you think this is the time for Norwood Young to really continue to make his way and make himself continue to stay a household name because
Well,
of
here's the
some of
deal.
the sound alike?
No, no, no. Well, here's the deal. When I was younger, becoming a household name was a thing for me, right? Now, first of all, there's room for everybody, okay? Because when Luther was alive, Marvin Gaye was alive, James Ingram was alive, Lou Rawls was alive. There are a lot of people who were true to their artistry, and there was room for everybody. There is still room for everybody. October London is amazing. The difference is, well, the difference for me is, I never tried. There's only one me, and although you might hear similarities or inflictions or whatever that remind you of somebody else, for instance, Luther was a velvet voice. Period. You see, and he took you places. Still takes you places. I take you to those places, but I take you other places because I'm also a powerhouse. You know what I mean? I'm also a belter. Luther was not really a belter. That was my thing. You see? So I think that if we all stay true to ourselves and give what we give, October London is amazing. My question is, because I haven't heard the whole project, right? My question, I can't wait to hear stuff that is not. Have you heard them other than doing the Marvin stuff?
And you know
Yeah,
what?
I
He's
want to.
actually from South.
Yeah.
He's actually from South Bend, Indiana. With I am from Indianapolis, Indiana. So he's from Indiana. But no, I have not heard of him other than the Marvin Gaye stuff.
Okay, so that will answer your question. But what he does is absolutely brilliant, and I think that I'm going to sing until I can't sing anymore. And the music industry is so different now. Unless something ridiculous happens musically, I won't be a household name. But that's okay with me. I'm an author. I'm a television celebrity. There's a couple things that I've done in different arenas that satisfy me. I'm good. It's not about, okay, for me, it's not about, wow. For me, it's for me, it's just about being true to myself and touching as many people as I can. You know what I mean? Because the way the music industry is now, I kind of missed the boat on making all the money based on just the music. The live shows, yes, but with streaming, when you make 10 cents or 5 to 10 cents a damn record, no, ma'am, that's not. That's just it's just different. So now I got maybe two, three, four good more albums in me, right? But it's not with the notion of how much money I can make. It's just a good music. Do the people like it? My fan base or acquiring new fans, that'll be fantastic. But that's not my mission.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I can listen to your voice all day, all night. Your songs that you've sung are were usually and still are about love.
Yep, that's what they call me, the ambassador of love. And I like and unfortunately, and I have to go soon. But unfortunately, uh, today's generation likes to be very, very explicit about the art of sex. I like to sing about love, and I like to leave it to your imagination. I like to sing you into it. I don't want to. Some of that stuff is out today. Woo! I want to sing stuff that your grandmother and your mother can listen to. You see, something that is not. I don't want to sing anything that I have to put a warning label on the title. It's not necessary to communicate for me. That's just for me. I'm not knocking anybody else, but like for instance, Luther never sang about the act. It was about the feeling, and I've always been that way. You just sing about the feeling, what the imagination, what it would feel like to kiss you. Not I want to stick it inside you and do. Ah, ah.
Well, listen,
You know
sometimes
what I
some of
mean?
that stuff is a little cringy to my ears too. So I
Oh my
understand.
God. Oh my God. Oh my! I can like. All right. I'm not. I know. I'm not. You're not gonna make me do it, Candy. I'm not gonna mention names, Sexy Red. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Well, listen, I know you just said that you need to get out of here because you just got off stage, but
Yes, ma'am.
I want everybody to know that they can follow you on your journey, find out what's going on with you with Rainy Day and more songs to come. And also, you're getting ready to get a book together, a second book together.
Yes, I'm
Tell
getting my
every
second book together. Go back on YouTube and find all my old stuff. Candy, question: are you only on Saturdays?
No, I am not. I'm on any time when I can
Wait a
get
minute. Wait a minute. We gotta fight. All right. Go ahead. Say it again.
I'm on at any time when I can schedule that with a guest.
All right. So listen. Let's do this. This is because this was not fair to you or me. Hit up Andre or me. Let's schedule something else. We'll be in my house in the quiet with some flattering lighting because this is horrible. And let's do it again. Let's do it again and let's just kick it.
Definitely,
Okay?
definitely, definitely.
Promise?
Let me I definitely will. I promise.
Okay.
I just seen Andre a few weeks ago. So which let me that's actually gonna lead to this. I want to make sure that I thank you, Andre Pittman, for making sure we connect and get this together. Thank you, Andre.
Yes.
Thank you, Andre of Enthrone Records and Entertainment. So, Mr. Norwood Young,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
you can be found on social media. Tell them how they can find you.
All right. On Instagram, I am just Norwood at just Norwood. Facebook, Norwood Young. Snapchat, Norwood Young. TikTok, Norwood Young. OnlyFans, no, I'm only playing. I'm only playing.
All right. Well, I know you got to get out of here again. Thank you so much for your time, Norwood Young. I
Thanks so much,
appreciate
Candy.
you.
So hit me up and let's do this again, okay?
Yes, yes, yes. Guys, you already know the routine. If you are looking to
Bye,
push
sweetheart. Bye bye now. Bye,
bye.
everybody.
Guys, if you know this, you know the routine, so you already know how this goes. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. Subscribe to the YouTube page. That's capital C to number 2. Guys, thank you so much. We are out of here. Make sure you are following the official Instagram page and it's Candy Talk Show. We're going to have another interview with him later on. So, guys, thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.